Hi, I'm Denise Smith from Smith Physical Therapy and Running Academy, and today we're going to be talking about the role of strengthening. Okay, I'm totally going to say it. Running is not strengthening. I'll say it one more time. Running is not strengthening. And I know that it's hard to get everything in when you're training, but strengthening is one of the most important things that you have to do for your body. The stronger you are, the better you will perform and you'll decrease your risk of injury. Your body has to absorb 2 to 3 times its weight when you're running. So imagine all that impact that your muscles and tendons and joints and ligaments have to absorb. And so you need to prep them and make them stronger so that they can do everything you're asking them to do. I know you have barely enough time to get your mileage in, let alone add strengthening to your routine. So let's break down some key muscle groups and give you some sample exercises so that when you look on Facebook and YouTube and read in magazines, strengthening options, you will be able to look at the exercise and ask yourself, right, is this really an effective use of my time? Is it going to target the groups that I need to target? And will it make me a better runner? And we'll also show you how you don't need a ton of equipment to do some of these exercises. Let's start with your ankle. Your ankle needs to be strong and stable because you're always on one foot during running. So balance exercises are great, especially when you quickly change from one foot to the other. So try this one. This is called change of support. What you're going to do is you're going to balance on one leg, and once you're there, you're going to quickly pull that leg that's down up off the ground and land gently on the other one. The key component here is that you are pulling your foot up off the ground. I don't want you focusing on pushing off the ground because the ground's not going anywhere. So focus on pulling your foot up off the ground. Another way to train your ankle and calf area is with agility exercises to work on your ability to quickly change directions and maximize your Achilles tendon, which is that big thick tendon in the back of your ankle. You want to be able to maximize that tendon's ability to act like a spring. It was designed this way, and so you want to give it the potential to do that. We'll talk about agility in another video, but in the meantime, just start thinking about ways, even if you're outside playing with your kids, you can draw a little agility ladder on the ground with chalk and do patterns to pass through the agility ladder. This region of your body likes these types of agility and quick moving on and off the ground exercises because that's the way it's designed to work. It's not designed to push off the ground, which isn't going anywhere. It likes that springiness instead. Your calf muscles and Achilles tendon like to be strengthened, and they do well with calf raises. But a twist on the typical heel raise is to do what we call an eccentric heel raise. So that's where you'll go up on both feet and then slowly lower down on one. As we move up the chain, it's imperative to strengthen the front and the back of your thigh to help keep your knee safe. The quads can be targeted with squats. There are so many ways to do squats, so don't think that you have to be in a gym to do these. The quads' role in running should be able to control your landing, but a lot of people believe their job is to push off, but they are not designed to contract when your leg is behind you, which is what some coaches will tell you that you should be doing, that you should, push off the ground. They're not designed to do that when your leg is extended that far behind you. So don't ever let anyone tell you to push off when you're running because it's ineffective and can cause an injury later on. Hamstring group in the back of your leg is what's truly responsible for getting your foot up off the ground. Its job is to pull your foot off the ground to get it back up into that running pose. The hammies are one of my favorite groups to strengthen because there's so many things that you can do. It's so many different fun ways to do it without a whole lot of equipment. An effective use of your time is to do the hamstring strengthening drills, then follow it with a quick run. This allows the body to incorporate the proper movement into the actual task of running. And just a little side note here, don't let anybody tell you that your muscles aren't firing. You'll hear that a lot from running coaches that say, well, your hamstrings just aren't firing. And I don't believe that muscles just randomly turn on and off. What they react to is where your body is in space. So if your hips are forward, your pelvis is forward, your hamstrings will work the way they're designed. And so sometimes the issue isn't that you need to do more hamstring strengthening or turn your muscles on. It's really that you need to change your body position so that your muscles can react to that. The next group we're going to talk about are the hips. The hips are probably the most undertrained muscular group that runners use. They are so important because they help keep your pelvis in the correct position. They prevent you from dropping on one side, and they help keep your pelvis forward. My absolute favorite hip strengthening exercises are hip dips. These were termed hip dips by my mentor, Dr. Nicholas Romanoff, and the idea is that they get your pelvis forward as you raise your butt up and butt down in the air. It's to change your body's awareness of how your hips should remain forward while you're running. This exercise looks easy, but with multiple sets or reps or changing it up, it can make it really challenging. Like we said before, it improves your body's awareness of how to keep those hips forward. This is important because not only does it prevent low back pain, but it also helps make you faster by increasing your angle of fall. And who doesn't want to be faster? Speaking of low back pain, don't forget to strengthen those lumbar stabilizers because they help control your pelvis position too. One option is to use an exercise ball. If you find a variety of low back exercises on Pinterest or YouTube or Facebook or in a magazine, don't be afraid to try them, but just make sure that your low back isn't hurting when you do them. If you have any pain when you're doing low back exercises, don't hesitate to give us a call and we'll help make sure that there isn't something more serious happening. Let's move on to the abdominal muscles. Athletes love and hate this group all at the same time. Your only goal with doing ab exercises is to control your muffin top, then it's easy to pick the exercises. But if your goal is as a runner to target the group to help them do their job of supporting everything above and below it, you might want to look at other exercises a little more carefully to make sure it's an effective use of your time. One of my favorite exercises is the ball pass back, but there are so many options that you really can't go wrong with abdominal exercises. You just have to look at them and figure out if it's right for you. Finally, we come to the shoulders and arms. In a few weeks, we'll be doing a video about the role of the shoulders and the arms during running, but know that they play a significant role in helping your lower body move easier. Try to find exercises that help you move your shoulders. Things like push-ups, chest press, shoulder press, and chops help maximize your time to improve your functional goal of running. So if you remember the key muscle groups, your ankle, calf, quads, hamstrings, hips, abdominals, lumbar stabilizers, and shoulders, and you look through magazines and social media posts, you'll be able to know why they are important to you as a runner and help you prioritize your workout. We'll see you in a few weeks when we do our next video about the role of joint care and how to keep your joints healthy during training. But if you need anything in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out to our clinic. You can either call our clinic, follow us on Instagram at SmithPTRun, like us on Facebook, or visit our website at smithptrun.com. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys in a few weeks.